Today I want to share some thoughts on a topic we often shy away from, but that holds immense power in shaping our lives: living with mistakes. Specifically, I want to talk about the idea of one wrong decision that changed a life forever. We've all made choices in life that didn't go as planned. Sometimes those decisions echo louder than we'd like, leaving us with consequences we can't simply walk away from. And it's here, in the aftermath of mistakes, that we find ourselves face to face with a powerful truth. Mistakes, especially the big ones, don't just happen to us, they become a part of us. And how we choose to live with them can make all the difference. Think of a decision you made that you wish you could change. Maybe it was one driven by fear, by anger, or by pride. Perhaps it was made in a moment of confusion or self-doubt. Whatever it was, it has left an impact. But here's what I want you to remember. A mistake is a turning point, not a dead end. The first step in living with our mistakes is facing them. Mistakes will cast shadows as long as we try to avoid or ignore them. But when we turn to face our mistakes, when we confront the pain, embarrassment, or disappointment, they lose a bit of their power. Owning up to a mistake doesn't mean you're a failure. It means you're strong enough to take responsibility, to look at what happened, and to find a way to grow from it. And that brings me to my next point. A mistake, even one that alters your life forever, doesn't define who you are. People are not the sum of their wrong turns. They are the result of what they do afterward. Many of us have heard stories of people who made tragic errors, faced unimaginable consequences, and yet went on to rebuild their lives. They chose not to let that one decision become their whole story. Take responsibility, yes, but do it with compassion for yourself. It's easy to fall into regret and self-blame, but those thoughts can weigh you down, keeping you stuck in the past. Self-compassion, on the other hand, lets you learn from your mistakes without being crushed by them. From here, the real work begins. Use that mistake as a foundation. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I change? Mistakes are painful teachers, but they are powerful ones. They help us see things about ourselves we didn't know before. Maybe that decision showed you areas where you needed to grow. Maybe it revealed fears you needed to overcome. Whatever it was, embrace the lessons. Lastly, I want to talk about forgiveness. Forgiving yourself doesn't erase what happened, but it frees you to move forward. We talk a lot about forgiving others, but we forget that self-forgiveness is just as important. It's so. Ask about telling yourself, yes, I made this mistake, but I am more than this one moment. I am moving forward. If there's one thing I want you to remember from this, it's that your story is not over. A single wrong decision may change your life forever, but it doesn't end it. The power is in your hands to shape what comes next. Mistakes can become stepping stones, not just scars. And when we use them as such, we become stronger, wiser, and more compassionate. Not just with ourselves, but with others too. So let's live with our mistakes, not in shame or regret, but in the hope and resilience that comes from knowing that our journey continues. Thank you.